National Football League.
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
So here's Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway on Sunday Night Primetime. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They'll send Austin in motion right. Now it's Rodgers. He finds Austin complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
That's good for the Steelers. First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up fourth down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. tackled just shy of the 25. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And Stroud now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Play action. Stroud now. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
I see.
Now a play fake. Rodgers completes it to Austin. Only able to gain a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing now is Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now here's a fake on the jet sweep and a play action now for Rodgers. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. under pressure. They got him again. Daniil Hunter able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Rodgers. Oh, and that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
Well, if nothing else, they were able to pick up one first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line, but not much happening after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
On fourth down, the Steelers call on Corliss Waitman to punt. Jalen Knoll deep for Houston. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Texans will take over with a first and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards on the play.
First down. First and 10.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. They'll run with a USC man, Woody Marks. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Second down and 8. Here's Stroud. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
And the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
A gain of 7. First down, Texans.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Stroud working out of the gun. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Stroud. Over the middle, complete. That's Higgins. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Stroud to throw it. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So still a little bit of time following the made field goal, but we are tied as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. Lets it fly for Thielen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So halftime now here on Sunday night primetime. Let's get it to Scott Hanson in Orlando with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hanson here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, a combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. It's a tied football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Houston.
They'll fake the jet sweep, and now Stroud to throw off play action. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
Mixon with a first down carry. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second and 9. Now a first carry for their fullback. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now a 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Stroud. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Alex Highsmith making a nice play and getting the sack. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" Because here they come.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. They don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Check the lane like a game of chess. You want to beat them, bring the best. When you're standing in your front yard, yeah, they bring them out.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
On play action, now Rodgers. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Daniil Hunter in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
In motion goes the tight end. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll find Metcalf. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on Sunday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Rodgers now to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 37 yards.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the fourth quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play.
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
On the give, it's Warren. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket, completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Throwing is Rodgers. Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. Second and goal now in a 1-score game. Rodgers going to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Calvin Austin from 8 yards out. And the Steelers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So Stroud and the Texans down 10-6, a minute 52 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Now Stroud. Open man is Kirk, complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Stroud. And one more time, here's Kirk.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
7-yard gain. And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Here's Stroud.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Stroud to throw it. They'll get this complete to Collins. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
This pass complete to Higgins. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
A gain of 15. And the Texans first down.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Quick slant caught by Kirk.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. To throw is Stroud. He finds his target. It's Schultz. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
But this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. Stroud looks to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Once more from the 11, 2nd and 10. Stroud back to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Back to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked him a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Texans
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Texans 13.
A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.
Texans.